G'day everybody, welcome back to Enshrouded, where I am pretty much where I left you guys last time. In the previous episode, we managed to find the ancient vault of the Bard. We managed to get the Bard, and she is now living in the home over there with the other ladies, but I'm feeling like the home is now a little bit too small to house all of them. So I'm thinking maybe there's going to be a bigger project of us sort of expanding that house a little bit more. It has to be done, I think. So we'll do that at some point. But towards the end of the previous episode, we were building or starting again to build this other structure. So we're probably going to spend the majority of this episode looking into continuing that work, although I'm just looking at how much half-timbered blocks we have. We might actually not have enough, and therefore, you know, we might actually need to, you know, make some more. So let's quickly do that. I do need to go to the other home and actually make the materials. But the other thing that I was sort of having a think about in terms of quality of life improvements, I wonder if there's a way you can move, you know, some of the storage boxes with the stuff in it. I don't really think that there's a way to do that. There's a button there that says clear storage to pick up, but I would assume you need enough space to actually do that, so I don't think that's really going to be a thing. But you know, in some games, you're able to actually pick up the storage box and actually have everything inside it and then, you know, move it. Unfortunately, that's not the case here. Anyway, let's have a look. We need lumps of clay and wood logs. Alright, so lumps of clay might be a problem. We might have to fetch some. Oh, actually, I take that back. Look, we don't have ingredients for more fried brick, but we've got plenty of fried brick now. It's likely not really a need for more fried brick, at least for the foreseeable future, possibly. I mean, as soon as I say that, we probably might have a need, but if we do need more clay, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to find. Only problem is I don't really like doing all of my mining and stuff like that on camera. I'm gonna probably try and do that off camera, unless we only just need a little bit, you know. Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, looking good. Yeah, I think I said that we probably will need to carve stuff out on this side. So perhaps maybe that's what we should focus on doing initially, before then continuing on with putting more flooring in. So let's use maybe the flintstone blocks. I just don't want to risk losing more of the materials that I actually need. Yeah, okay, that's good. And we sort of do that. And then release the snapping. We should be able to just go a couple of tiles or a couple of blocks that way. I think this looks decent. Just need to remove everything. Hopefully we get all the stuff back. Oh man. Why is it so hard? I might build something to make it easier for us to climb. Yeah, something just temporary. Okay, so we do still have like this little sort of sliver of stone, but that's going to go as soon as we place down the floors, so shouldn't be an issue. Okay, we've got a little corner bit here, which I'm not sure. I think that might actually be connecting. Hopefully it is. Just gonna quickly inspect from the inside. Okay, yeah. Something's gone wrong. What is going on here? Oh, and I do need some kind of an opening, don't I? So we should remove some sections. Look, we'll just do something like that initially. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to sort of figure things out a little bit more on this side before, you know, finalizing it. Yeah, so there's definitely something that's not matching up here. So the wall is actually going in further. So I didn't realize that. Do we want to match up the wall that we've got inside with what we have outside? I guess we do. So I should actually cut a little bit more out. So just get rid of this. Alright guys, I think we've managed to place the floor down correctly. I think. Keywords. Let's see, let me just quickly take this down, because I don't think we really need that anymore. We're gonna probably need to start thinking about putting some lighting in. the ground floor. Because, yeah, it's getting a little bit dark in there. But yeah, now that we've got the actual space, we should be able to put in the walls, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So because the ground floor is a little bit bigger than the other structure, I think we're comfortable just going up the one wall block height. So we don't really need to add to it, I don't think. And sure, there'll be, like, you know, windows and stuff like that. Maybe we can start thinking about the windows on this side, in fact. Because we do have a very nice view. So it could be nice if we had a window. And, you know, it's sort of early days. I'm thinking that maybe the positioning of windows and stuff like that could change. But yeah, at the very least, it's going to help us sort of get some sunlight in so that we can sort of keep working on this project as we go, you know? So I'll just do some window pieces like this. And towards this side, obviously no need for windows because we're going into the side of the mountain. Right, that looks good. We do need to obviously still cut this out, but we'll do that in a moment. And yeah, maybe more windows here. And, you know, if we end up not needing the windows, then we'll, you know, cover them up, basically. With more of the same material. That didn't really go in the right spot, did it? Alright. It is getting a little bit dark, so we might put a pause on what we're doing here and yeah, just wait for sundown. I'm just sort of thinking, do I want to start growing some more veggies? We are missing some plants in our little farm segment here. We could do that. I mean, it'll get dark any moment now, though. That's the only problem. Gonna see if I can just do something like that. Yeah, that seems alright. Okay, looks good. Let's just drop these seeds back. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have the materials for more half-timbered blocks, and I do actually need quite a bit. Anyway, time for bed, and I might sort of contemplate on what to do next. I'm thinking we could go for mining a tiny bit of clay. mean, the other option is that we could maybe just do a bit of carving of the side of the mountain first. That's probably not a bad idea. Yeah. Let's do that, because we still have plenty of other materials which we can use for the carving. Okay, looking good. I don't really want to carve too much more off the top of this place because, yeah, I obviously need to get a roof over the structure, and we don't really know what that's going to look like just yet. So ideally, I just want the roof to sort of blend into the side of the mountain, so we don't really want to sort of have an unnatural sort of looking cutout, if that makes sense. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The attic. I think the attic is also going to need more of this half-timbered block, so I think we don't really have too much of a choice but actually go out and do a tiny bit of mining in this episode. So let's just go ahead and do that. Have that popcorn. Actually, it might not be a bad idea for us to replenish some foods. I can't remember if we've got more popcorn at all. Maybe not. One strength. I forget what the popcorn does for us. Let me just have a look. +7 stamina recharge. Yeah, okay. Corn cobs and honey, which we have plenty of. So let's just grab a little bit more popcorn. That way we can just keep consuming the popcorn, I think. Especially with mining, it's probably a decent thing to have. Being able to recharge your stamina very quickly. I think we may find some clay around here, and possibly... And there's some clay here, right? I remember passing... Oh, actually, no, that's copper. Where else can we find clay? I mean, generally speaking, being around the Revelwood, you should be able to find a bit of clay in various locations. So... do we want to start at the Springlands? Maybe, yeah, the Revelwood sounds like it makes sense to me. Okay, so all of these could potentially be clay. Again, this is around about the time that I'm wishing that you could actually write what those markers actually mean. Yeah, I can definitely see clay deposits over that side, so let's see if we can just make it over that way. And yeah, you might find that I'll probably speed some of this footage up, because obviously clay mining isn't exactly the fanciest and most interesting thing. Righto guys, I think we do have enough clay right now to hopefully continue with building at least towards the end of this episode. Okay, we got 2,000 blocks. That should hopefully be enough, but maybe we've gone a little bit overkill. We do need to create the floor for the attic as well, don't forget, so there's that. Now that node that I was working on before, it turns out it has quite a bit of copper in it as well, so yeah, I've got some free copper ores there. So let's just quickly throw that in. Spare clay, I guess I can just keep that in here. We may as well. And yeah, we should be able to continue on. So let's do it. So I'm thinking I might keep this section open right here, and, you know, allow ourselves a way in when we need to sort of jump up, since we don't actually have a, a proper staircase for now. Yeah, so that'll do. And that way we can sort of go in and out here. I could make a door, but I think that'll just make things a lot harder because we need to try and jump a little bit more accurately to try and get in, if that was the case. So these are probably all not aligned to the other side, and that's okay because, again, you know, this is all not permanent anyway. Let's go in with a full wall there. And I think that's correct. And I'm thinking we might actually have a bit of an issue here with the, where the floor has ended up. I think we might need to extend it by one more tile, that way. Possibly. The problem is, it's a bit difficult to tell where the actual wall is, because obviously we're not aligning to the wall on the ground floor. We are wanting to make things just a tiny bit wider, right? So let me just do a quick comparison once more. Yeah, it is all just like one tile wider on the second floor, so that's what we want. Which is exactly what we've got going here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to fix the floor again, so bear with me. Okay, I think we've resolved it, but who knows, we might find some problems later on. Is that corner correct? Let me just double check that. No, I think we could do with one more. There. Yeah. I think we've already resolved that on this side. Okay. Now, we should be able to continue with more walls, so let's go ahead and do that. Rightio. Okay, so I think the walls are done on this side. So now we just need to add a little bit more to the top. So we'll get that attic in. I am feeling we might run out of half-timbered blocks once more, guys. That's a very, very real possibility. I assume that we've got the half-timbered block as a floor for the attic as well. Or is it something else? It could be something completely different, actually. I'm just gonna double check what this is. Nope, it's half-timbered block. Okay. I don't really have a rested buff, do I? Oh no, I do. Okay. I could play the flute to get like 1 extra minute. That's another thing that we sort of discovered in the previous episode. All about the stuff that we can do with the bard. I do have an issue with this. Perhaps maybe we get rid of that for a second, and let me just make sure that we're completely covering this section. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, brilliant. Let's do another floaty piece here. Just so that we can get up to the sides. And we should be able to go ahead and add some more floors. Alright guys, once again we are out of the half-timbered blocks, but we're getting very, very close to putting up a floor for the attic as well, so I'm really happy about that. I'm thinking we might want to pivot to something a little different. I mean, still related to the build though. We're going to need some lighting in, well, the entire structure really. I mean, the basement is pretty well lit right now, but I'm thinking we're going to need to sort of set up some similar things. So maybe a couple of, you know, chandeliers, maybe even a couple of chandeliers for each level, and then some freestanding candles are in order. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see if we can light up the structure a little bit. Okay, plenty of string and wax. Although string, I think string we just make it ourselves, right? Plant fibers. Okay, we've got plenty of those. But yeah, I need to speak to Cade about making these chandeliers.
I saw through everything.
So decorative lighting, I think it is. Why am I not seeing it anywhere? Here. Okay. Okay, so we definitely need more candles in that case. So another 8 candles. That'll give us the 2 chandeliers that we need for the next level, and then I'm thinking maybe 4 freestanding candles isn't so bad. I will make a whole bunch of string right now though, just to enable us to craft stuff with more string when we need to. And yeah, we'll just drop that in there. But yeah, we should have the candles we need.
Well, look who's back.
Yeah, we've got all these new selections here from, I guess, gathering this heartwood from the Black Mire. So if we gather up some more, we should actually be able to make these things. Not entirely sure about the look. I mean, we could, you know, get into more of those things. A rustic door. Interesting. This could go well for, say, the sort of secret pathway that I'm planning for the hunter. Ooh, nice looking window frames. I mean, very rustic looking. I don't know if we'll apply any of that, but wooden ladder. Unfortunately, or actually no. In this game, yes, you can actually use ladders. I'm assuming this is usable. Very curious. When I say usable, like as in we can literally climb on it. It could potentially be purely decorative though. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of new options. The bird nest bed. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I like that look, but... alright, so... Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. We need the lighting, don't we? So... Yeah, a couple of those. I think we should be good. So let's head back to our real home. And we'll place down all the lighting. And just as well because it is quite dark right now, so this will be a good chance for us to make decisions on where we need to place these things down. I'm just gonna start by placing one there. I'll probably do another one sort of back here. No. No, no. That's not what we want. Yeah. So maybe back here? Yeah, that's alright. And we can place down maybe a couple of candles. Just to light up the corners and stuff. Okay. Next. Similar idea here, I guess. So we just put a couple of candles in the corners here. And let's do... chandeliers. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the roof, or the ceiling rather, on this side, so that'll have to do for now. We can obviously move stuff later. Let me take a quick look at our structure. I guess we can't really admire it from the outside. The other thing we need to start maybe thinking about, I don't know if we do need to start thinking about it now or if we can leave it for a little bit, but we could work on the chimney. And you know what? Maybe that's not a bad idea, because I don't exactly have the materials I need for more timbered or half-timbered blocks. Unless, you know, I want to go out mining again. And I don't really think I want to do that this episode, so perhaps maybe we could play around with getting that that chimney set up. So we've got quite a lot of fried brick blocks, and I've got spare fried fried brick at home, so we could just you know, start working on this chimney. The question is, where is it gonna be? Like, I think I want it to be sort of central here. I could maybe have it sitting somewhere else. I could have it sitting here, for instance. But I don't know if that makes sense or not. Would it make sense to have it sort of sitting right next to the wall on the back? Because what you would be able to do is sort of make it so that when you enter, like, the first thing you see is like a nice fireplace over there in the distance. And that could look quite nice. But then I'm sort of thinking that that would complicate things quite significantly, because, well, I'd have to try and build the chimney into the side of the mountain. Although, might be a pretty cool look, maybe, to have, you know, part of the chimney sort of sticking out of the soil here. Maybe. Though that seems very ambitious. So I think I'm going to stick with what I know and try and build it to the side of the structure here. So it does mean that we're going to have to sort of start breaking a few things down, although I think we might go with each voxel. That might be the play. But yeah, maybe around here. This is probably a good spot. Righto, guys. I think this is probably a good place for us to call it an episode. Quite a lot of building in this one. I think, well, probably even the entire episode, with the exception of just like making some lighting and placing them down. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna take a break. The chimney/fireplace is coming along, though I have forgotten how difficult it is to actually make this thing. We do need some kind of a brazier, right? So we're gonna need to make that and place that down and then cover it. So I think that I got the spacing right, but if not, then we're going to have to sort of redo this part. And then there's, you know, actually housing the entire fire once more in some kind of a fireplace shaped structure. So we'll definitely do that when, well, I don't know if we'll do it when we come back, but we'll do it relatively soon. We are going to focus on getting the attic completed, and I'm going to try and prepare a little bit more before we actually come into the episode, so hopefully we'll have that half-timbered blocks. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.